Hey guys, what's up? It's been so long since I made a video in my room in this backdrop. Do you guys even remember this whole setup? Because it's been a while. First of all, I wanted to talk about Colorpop because this is the coolest collab I've ever seen. I love Halotop ice cream and I was not sponsored to do this. I wish I was. What the heck? I'm not sponsored to make this video. I had to buy this with my own money, but it's so cool. And this is the PR package that they did send out. So it's like the exact same thing, I think. And so I bought it online as soon as it dropped and I'm so excited. So today I wanted to do a makeup tutorial with you guys. I wanted to do a get ready with me. And also I wanted to do a slight, super little review on these eyeshadows just because I figured I'm really excited. I want to share them with you guys. And if you guys were thinking about getting them now, you might be more inclined to get them because they're super cool and super awesome, and I think you should get them because the packaging's so pretty. And so I wanted to do swatches first and then a makeup tutorial or like makeup look, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. I already unboxed all of the little individual units, and can we just talk about how beautiful this packaging is? So they have like different sets and they all look like little Halotop ice creams, which is amazing, and I love Halotop ice cream, and I think I had it in one of my favorites videos like a long time ago, like last year. It's been a while. I just wanted to talk about it because I felt like it was like full circle now. So can we just talk about how pretty these little units are? This is the rainbow swirl one. They also have a strawberry one and a birthday cake one and a mint chip one, which is the one I was most excited about, but not the one I used the most in this video. And I will maybe do another video on the green makeup look. I've never done green makeup before, so maybe if you guys are interested in that, let me know and I will see what I can do. I've already unboxed all of the individual shadows. There's 8 of them and I can't even hold them all in my little hands, but here they all are. I think I'm actually missing one, yeah, because they don't fit in my hands. I wanted to do a little swatching with you guys. The first pack that I figured we go through is the mint chip one, which is like really cool because I've never seen a green eyeshadow in a collab before. Like I feel like they usually try to stay away from that. The 2 that come in here are the semi-sweet and tassel, and these are all super shock shadows, which is super cool. So as you can see, you have one that's a very pretty like light color, I guess, and it's like basically white, and the other one is this super cool green color. This one doesn't look like much and it's already a little dirty. That's from me using it. It's super light, but it's also, I don't want to say it's pigmented because it's not very pigmented, but as you can see, there's a little bit of shimmer. It's like a combination of glitter and shimmer. As you can see though, it does really show up on my finger. It is really pretty, and I think it would really be a good like inner corner pop, or if you just wanted to wear nothing on your lids today and you could maybe just do like a swipe of this in an eyeliner, I think would look really good. And then there's also the semi-sweet one, and this one is a green, and all of their colors have been kind of like not super blended, which I think is definitely what they're going for because that's kind of what ice cream looks like. But this one, as you can see, is a light shimmer shadow as well. I believe all of these are shimmery. None of these are matte. It looks like a really fresh green, which I really appreciate. I really like that it's not like obnoxiously green. I think it'd be more noticeable if I was paler, but since I'm not, it's just not gonna show up super green on me, but I'm okay with that. The next set let's go on to is the birthday cake set. So this one comes with by the pound and extra sprinkles, and I've heard a lot of good things about by the pound. It seems like their formula is that each set comes with one that's like a single color and then one that's more pigmented and has like a bunch of different colors mashed together. This one is called extra sprinkles and it looks like a more neutral shade, but it is still shimmery, of course. This one's also a very good shade to, I think, just put on your eyelids. Maybe if you're a little bit more tan, this would look better. It's a very neutral shade, and I think it's a very good highlighter shade, to be honest. I feel like a lot of these eyeshadows could also be used as highlighters, in my opinions, just because of how shimmery and glittery they are, or maybe that's just me and my taste in highlighters. I did actually use one of these as a highlight and a blush today, so I don't know, worked for me. And then the other shade is by the pound, and I've heard a lot of people like this shade, so I'm very interested. It looks like an orangey shade. So this one, oh, this is really pretty actually. So this one, it has a blue shift, like it has a cool tone shift, which I think is why it's so like wildly talked about, because it definitely is like a warm shade with the blue shift, which is very rare, I think. So this is really cool. And then I'm going to move on to the strawberry set, and so that would be these 2 red ones, and I love the packaging on these, especially just because of the bold colors. but I'm gonna start off with Berry Sweet. It looks like a pinky shade with a neutral gold shift, which is exactly what it is. So it's just a more neutral shade. This one's called Jam Out, and I'm gonna swatch this one now. I kind of do wish though that they had more pigmented shadows. I know it's a bit unlike Colourpop to not have any. Oh, just kidding. This one's pretty pigmented. I guess that makes sense because it's like a red one. I'm just personally very into color, so I kind of wanted to see some more color with this collab because all of the packaging and stuff and everything's so pretty. This one has been the most pigmented one out of all of them. Still not super pigmented. It's not like shocking, but it is very pretty, and I do actually like the subtlety of this one. I think the key word for all of these shadows is that they're pretty subtle, as in like there's not too much pigment going on. And then the last one is the Rainbow Swirl one, and this one comes with Creamsicle and Sherbet Day. These two are looking somewhat similar to the other ones. So this one also is a bit holographic. Common theme here is that they all seem to be a bit holographic. So as you can see, there's like a pink shift to this neutral shade. This one's pinker than the other shades. And then the last one is called Sherbet Day. And this one's like a bright pink one, which I have a lot of high hopes for because I really love pink. And also a good pink shadow is not something you see, oh, this one's nice. This was definitely, I think, the most pigmented one out of all of them. If you can tell, that last one is super pigmented. That's good. They do have some pigment going on. Overall though, did I need to buy the whole set? No, and I probably wouldn't have if the packaging wasn't so nice. It's mostly just because of the packaging, but I don't regret it. I think it was a good price point for what it was worth, and to be honest, like, they're super cute, so I'm just glad they're in my collection, and I'm definitely gonna use them. Like, they're not bad eyeshadows. I think it's a bit strange that Colourpop came out with a bunch of eyeshadows that aren't super pigmented, but they are really cute and they are really summery. They just do require a lot of layering, and I can't imagine using a brush with these. Like, I definitely have to use my finger to pack these on, and so I'm just excited to see where this is gonna go. So let's get into the makeup tutorial and you guys can see how I created this look using these shadows. See you there. Bye. It's been so long since I filmed, like, actually, so let's just get right into it because I have a lot to talk to you guys about. Like I said though, today we're gonna be doing the Halotop and Colourpop collab that they did, and it's so pretty. You see this packaging? Oh my god. So now that I have them all unboxed, I can't even fit them all in my hand. I think the one I'm gonna be using the most is Sherbet Day. Came in the Rainbow Swirl little compact. I think what I'm gonna try to do is a more like pinky bubblegum cotton candy kind of look, just because I haven't worn pink eyeshadow in a long time since I just dyed my hair pink a little bit ago. I'm starting to get back into it, so let's just jump right into it. The two palettes I'm gonna be using mainly today are the Lime Crime Venus palette and the Sweet A Peach Mono Pop Eyes palette from the Face Shop and Cacao Friends. This one I actually haven't even used yet, so I'm really excited. If I can get it open, as you can see, has a lot of like little pink shimmery shades. Really cute little like packaging. It has all the little peaches on it. And I'm going to also just throw away the sponge applicator. I don't like sponge applicators, so I'm not even gonna pretend to use that. So first thing I'm gonna do is prime my eyelids. So I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm going to pack that into my eyelids and also under my eyes. Oh my god, this is so new. I haven't taken off the film, the mirror. I was looking at it and I was like, why is this kind of foggy? Does anyone else find this super satisfying? Like, can we just do this together really quick? Are you ready? Oh my god. Yes. Okay. Wow, that looks so much better. Okay, great. So like I said, I'm just gonna be putting the Shadow Insurance all over my eyelids and a little bit under the eyelids, just because I like to drag my eyeshadow like under too. And then like I said, I'm gonna be using this more neutral shade, and I'm going to put this all over my eyelids just as a base with a fluffy brush. And then now that I have my base on, I'm going to start building the pink on it. So I'm really excited about this actually. So I think these two shades are actually really good together. Obviously the cacao one is a bit more like fluorescent and sheer, so I think I'm gonna go in with Shell first, which is a bit of a shimmery shade, but it's also a bit lighter, so it works a little bit as a transition shade. Put that in the outer third corner and it barely does anything. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to go in with the hot pink shade in the cacao palette oh, it like really coats the brush. So there's that at least. Even though it's super hot in the pan, it does seem like it is going on rather lightly. I can't really tell. I'm just going to put this light pink color mostly all over the lid, just for a bit of a base for the color that I'm about to lay on. I'm gonna focus more on the outer third, and I'm also gonna focus this on the inner corner just to give my eye a bit more definition. And I'm gonna start trying to build it up on the outer third. So as you can see, it's like starting to show up. So now I'm gonna be using this Urban Decay brush that I'm sure you guys have seen in my previous videos if you've watched my makeup videos. And I'm gonna go in with the Venus palette, the original Venus palette. So I'm gonna go in with Rebirth first, and I'm gonna use this tiny little brush. I'm just gonna pack it on a bit into the outer third. Oh my god, that looks so good with the other shade. Okay, I'm really glad I did that. Onto the outer third for the most part, and I'm dragging it in a little bit. And I'm also gonna put it in the inner third. And now that I have a bit of that on, I'm gonna go in with the fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna blend out a little bit more. And now that I have that done, I'm going to use a fluffy brush. I'm gonna just drag this color a little bit more in at the top here, just because I feel like there's a bit too much of a separation, so I kind of want it like more on my entire eyelid. And then lastly, I'm gonna go in with the shade Venus, and I'm going to put this in the very outer corner, and I'm gonna mix it with a bit of Muse just to darken the shade a little bit. I'm gonna mostly use Muse to darken the corner, and I'm going to blend it out. So now I want to go in with the Halotop, which is what we're here for, and this is the Sherbet Day. So I'm going to be packing this on, and I think I'm gonna go more with the outer corner for now because this is a lot more pink and this is more red. So I'm going to try to mix this with the red to make it appear a little bit more pink. It's so pretty. Okay, I really like this color, so I'm just gonna go on my entire lid with it. This shadow is so creamy. And so now I think I want to go in and make the outer corner a bit more purpley. It's a bit more red right now than I would like it to be. So I'm gonna actually go in with the Too Faced palette, and I'm going to take the Delectable shade, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of that onto the outer corner just to blend it a bit more with the shade that we just put on, to make it a more pink and purple shade rather than a red and pink shade. So because I really like the way the Delectable shade looked on the outer corners, I'm also gonna go in on the inner corners and just add that a little bit, just to kind of even out the lid so it doesn't look too heavy on the outside. And now I'm going to start dragging these colors down onto the bottom of the eyelid. So I'm gonna go in with Rebirth, and I'm going to just smoke out the under eye, and then I'm gonna go in with Venus, and I'm going to do the outer third just to bring a little bit more pigment. And lastly, I'm going to go in with Delectable again in the outer third just to connect the top and the bottom of the eyeshadow. So now I think it's time for eyeliner, which is probably one of my favorite things. I'm really excited. So I'm gonna be using the same eyeliner that I always use, which is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. And this is in black, obviously. I'm gonna try to get a little closer to you guys, a little up and personal, just so you can see how I do my eyeliner, because I've gotten a lot of questions about how I do my eyeliner. So I don't really know how to tell you guys this other than just how I do it. I just kind of draw a winged liner. I'm gonna start out with the outer corner right here, and I'm just going to drag a line up. I'm gonna go in the direction of the end of my eyebrow. And then once I have that, I'm going to just kind of line my eye like I normally would. And then I'm just gonna fill it in. There's one eye, and I'm just gonna go and do the other one, which you'll probably be able to see better actually. So now that I have my two eyes lined, I'm basically gonna go and just elongate some of the wings a little bit more to my liking. And today I feel like going a bit dramatic, so I'm definitely going to wing them out a bit more than I usually would. So this is basically just what my winged liner looks like on a day-to-day. So first I'm gonna go in with the Kate eyeliner, and this is in a brown shade, 0488. And I'm gonna go and draw some bottom lashes. And then after that, I'm gonna go in with the Kat Von D tattoo liner again, and I'm just going to darken a few of those. So that's how I do my eyeliner. Now that I have my eyeliner done, I'm gonna pop on some falsies just so I don't look insane, because I feel like with this eyeliner, when I do eyeliner this thick on myself, it just like looks kind of crazy if I don't have falsies on. And I don't exactly know what this pair is called, but they're basically just a bit spikier than your normal pair of falsies probably, and they're also pretty long. But I did my eyeliner pretty dramatic today, so I feel like it's fitting. One down, one to go. Cool. So now that I have my lashes on and I'm looking much more normal, I'm going to be doing my eyebrows so I look even more normal. I'm gonna go in with the Venus palette actually, which is something that I've been doing that is new, and I'm going to also use the Etude House drawing eyebrow, and this is the eyebrow pencil I've been using. So basically, I'm gonna do my eyebrows like normal with the drawing eyebrow pencil, and the reason I have the Venus palette out too is I'm going to make half of my brows pink, which is something that I actually used to do a lot in high school when I had pink hair, but it's been a while since I've had pink hair, so I don't think I've really been able to show you guys this. But I'm gonna fill in my brows like I usually do. I'm gonna extend the end of it just so that it matches with my eyeliner. I'm gonna brush them out like that. So that's how I would normally do my eyebrows. Probably not shaped the best, but this is how I would normally do them. So now I have my brows, and now I'm gonna go in and use the Venus palette like I was saying before, and I'm going to be using the shade, I think, Rebirth and Venus mixed together a little bit. And I'm just gonna get that tiny little dense brush that I was using earlier. I'm just gonna do a little bit like that, and I'm going to put it on the ends of my brows. And I don't think this is very noticeable unless you see me in person, but it just kind of helps to blend in my eyeshadow and my hair and my eyebrows together. I don't know if you can even tell, but the end is just slightly pinker than the rest of my brows, so there's that. So now I'm gonna go in with the Halotop shade of Tassel, and I am going to use this in my inner corners, which is actually a really big deal. If you guys have known me for a long time, then you've known that I've been using this in my inner corners for the longest time. This is the Crystal Lovely Eyes by Tony Moly, and I'm going to be using something a little bit skeptical. The reason I like the Tony Moly one so much is because it's very creamy, which means it sticks very well. So let's just see how well this is gonna stick. These shadows, however, have been super creamy. I feel like I'm gonna need like a separate brush for this from now on because it's already a little dirty, which is really sad, even though I like barely touched it. So I'm gonna just put this inner corner. It's really pretty, but it's very not noticeable, so I'm gonna go in with my finger and see how that works out. And I do like it a lot, actually. It is definitely less vibrant than my other thing that I usually use, which is this one, but I do think I would love using this first and getting the base a bit more tacky, and then using this shade and packing it on, and I think that would be amazing. So this is definitely also one of my favorite shades so far. Oh my god, I just ran all the way to my car to get this. Okay, so now that I have most of my eye makeup done, I'm gonna keep going with some little details. So I'm gonna be using 3 different glitters today. I have the Etude House Tear Eyeliner, I have the Stila one, and I also have the Urban Decay Heavy Metal one. The first 2 that I'm gonna do are these 2 because this is just my everyday norm. If you guys didn't know, the Tear Eyeliner one has a really fine glitter, so I'm just gonna put this a bit in the inner corner, but I don't want to put too much today because I want to let the other eyeshadow kind of have its moment to shine. And now I'm going to use the Stila one, and I'm going to do this in the center of my lower eyelid like that. And now I'm also going to use Heavy Metal one, and I'm going to do a little line out from my eyeliner, and I will get a little bit closer so you guys can see this because I feel like that's a bit confusing. But basically, I'm going to take this and I'm going to go on top of my eyeliner, only in the center of my eyelid. And to be honest, this is way easier to do before you put on falsies. And I find for me, this just helps make my eyes pop a little bit more, especially with such a thick winged liner. And now the only downside with Urban Decay liner is that you have to wait for it to dry. So I just have to like fan myself until it doesn't feel wet anymore. So I'm going to, you see how the wing extends like that? I'm gonna just do another line that goes down. I'm going to use my white eyeliner, which is something I love so much. I love this eyeliner. And I'm just going to go and draw a little line where the crease of my eyelid is, just to give it a little bit of highlight. Just like that. So I kind of just draw a line following the crease. And I'm going to use the same white liner. I'm just going to do a third line in between the glitter line and the eyeliner. And now I'm going to lastly do my lips. I'm gonna kind of be using the same color I've been for a while, which is the Peach Blossom tint, and this is the same lip tint that I've been using for quite a while. So I'm just going to put this on. I'm gonna go in with this lip gloss that I got like a long time ago, and I'm just going to put this on, and this is a bit glittery. So this is basically like a really cute Barbie pink glitter lip gloss. And so now my lips are really glossy. And the last thing that I think I'm gonna do, I know this, I said that was the last thing, but that's totally not the last thing. So what I'm gonna actually do is I'm gonna go in with some of the Halotop eyeshadow, and I'm also going to be using this Air Mousse eyeshadow from, I think this is from Tony Moly or Etude House. I believe it's from Etude House. And I'm going to put these on as blush, just to kind of match. So I'm just gonna use my finger here, and I'm gonna go and just add a bit of that for blush. I'm gonna go on the other side. That was a lot. And I'm gonna take a bit of time to blend that out. And then I'm going to use the Air Mousse one that I really like, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on my nose bridge, just right here. And I think that's gonna be the finished look. That was a lot. I'm gonna actually close my blinds a little bit because I feel like I'm getting a little washed out. Lighting's a little harsh right now. There we go. I guess since I'm bored, I'm gonna put some of these on my face. I've had these for a while, and I think I'm gonna go with the darker pink ones. I'm gonna put these right here, just like that. And I think I'm gonna put a little bit of highlight on my nose. So I'm just gonna go in with Aurora from the Venus palette, and I'm just gonna put this on the tip of my nose, just so I have a bit more dimension to my face right now. And that's the finished look. So it took me super long to finally get here, but this is the finished look of what my makeup ended up being like. Like I said, this collab was so cool, and I can't believe it like actually existed, because I love Halotop so much. If you guys didn't know, Halotop is just like the coolest. And this wasn't sponsored, like I would ever be sponsored by Halotop, but this is their like PR package, so I did buy the whole set, and I did use my own money for this. Yeah, but this was super cool, and I love the packaging. I mostly bought it for the packaging, to be honest. Like, let's all be honest here, the packaging's beautiful. Even for the individual little compacts, they're all so pretty, and they're like gold and shimmery and beautiful. And the shadows are also obviously like Colorpop shadows. They're super creamy and they're super nice. I'm really glad I got to actually do this and review this for you guys. So hopefully this was helpful. I know I didn't use a ton of their shadows, but I did swatch them all. I want to show you guys what they look like, and yeah, so hopefully this was exciting for you guys, interesting to watch. And I'm just gonna end the video here because I don't think I have much else to say. But thank you guys for hanging out and getting ready with me. This was really fun, and I'm going to dip. Stay hydrated, take a nap. I will see you when I see you. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next video.